Hello, everybody. This is Tripp, and I am here with my friend Thomas J. Oord. What's up, Tom?
Hey, I'm having a good day. It's good to hang with you, Tripp.
Well, is it good enough? Could I talk you into, could I lure you possibly into going line by line through the historic Christian creed with me?
Twist my arm. I'll do it.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about because I'm considering becoming Christian.
Interesting decision. I kind of like that idea. What's it involve?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like everyone knows what Christian is, maybe, perhaps. I don't know.
I'm not sure about that.
I just feel like if someone goes like, "Do you want to be a Christian?" I'm like, but would you like to consider becoming one? And then I hear becoming and I say, aren't we always?
Oh, beautiful. I like this. We're on the way. Yes.
Yeah. So the whole idea is to go line by line through the creed and then think through it together as open and relational theologians. Like, what would we do with it? How would we hear it? What would we want to preserve? What would we want to critique? What kind of questions would we have? How would we want to spin it, receive it, pass it on?
I'm honestly like having two feelings pulsing through my body right now.
Two
One
of them.
is one is like fear and trembling.
Mhm.
I have a certain respect for the Christian tradition and the heritage. The other is this sort of anarchy that wants to tear down the crap that I don't like.
Mhm.
Both of them at the same time.
Yeah, and the when you said I have this fear and trembling, it made me think of Soren Kierkegaard,
Yeah.
who himself, great 19th century Danish philosopher, Christian, also said he was in the process of becoming Christian. And underneath it's because he took the faith so seriously, right? Like what it means to be a Christian is something that involves your whole self, your way of being in the world. And yet so often we think of it as some like collection of beliefs, some doctrines, and then we're like, well, do you believe in God the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth? Maybe I'm uncomfortable with patriarchy. Almighty's problematic if you mean normal omnipotence. And then open relational theologians are like, no, you're not Christian. But if the creed comes out of this deep encounter with the God experienced in the person of Jesus, and this is a historic confession of a community that's shaped, empowered, and inspired by this encounter, then you're like, yeah, I want to meet those ancestors. I want to hear what they're saying. I want to benefit from it. I want to think through it. I want to engage that deep tradition because I think all of us, as people wanting to become Christian of sorts,
I
um,
like that. I
want to
mean,
encounter that deep energy, that deep spirit.
there's got to be something more involved here than just trying to create something out of nothing. I don't really like that view so much, but it's also more than just taking everything we've inherited from the past as if it's the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's some sort of in between the nothingness and the fullness that I'm attracted to.
Well, if if people say to themselves, you two are going to read the creed line by line over 2 months, digging into each each line. And I would like to join you on that. They can just go to openandrelationaltheology.com.
I like that. I'm hoping this is a kind of community that gets big and has difficult, tough questions because you and I like those kind of questions.
Yeah, I mean, if you think of openandrelationaltheology.com, it's a great place to go to sign up because you'll not only be invited into the Facebook group, you not only get a link and information on how you get to the secret resource page, but you will get regular invitations throughout it to join our sessions where we'll dig into each one. We'll give our own responses, engage each other, critical argue, and such, and then we'll open it up and engage a whole bunch of questions. And the coolest part about an open online course is you actually get to ask these questions with a couple thousand other people who are interested in nerding out and figuring out in what way can you receive this ancient tradition and bring it into our open world.
By the way, I'm looking forward to the Christology section because I've got some big questions for you, Trip Fuller. Big questions.
Well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, and I'm not going to answer them now. because this is a promo video on Facebook.
Well, I guess I'll have to join us to figure out what you're going to say to my difficult questions.
All right. Well, it's at openrelationaltheology.com.